we start with that?
Yeah, I use little slugger bats.
Yeah.
D200 from Louisville, Kentucky. So obviously, sluggers in the backyard for me, and it's a quality bat. Lots of hits in it, so I stick with them.
Yeah, Buster Posey actually used a D200. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. A while ago.
Before he switched over to Marucci. What's the cut like?
It's a big barrel that's still kind of balanced. A lot of big barrel bats get top heavy, but the handle on this kind of lets it feel a little more balanced when I'm swinging it. A little more control of it with the flared knob, and it's what I've been swinging for a few years now, and I'm used to it, and I like it.
So you got the flared knob. Have you ever tried the axe handle?
Yeah, I've tried it out before.
Yeah. What'd you think about it?
I don't know. I think it feels a little weird in my hands.
Yeah.
I know some really good hitters use it.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts for one of them. And for some guys they work. For me, it's just kind of a feel thing where I don't really use them.
Yeah. Is it a maple bat you're using?
Mine's Birch.
Birch. I see a lot. I'm hearing a lot of guys using Birch. Matt Chapman.
I like Birch. It's kind of a mix in between ash, which is kind of flexible, and maple that's kind of hard as a rock, where Birch you kind of get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and I've heard that they get better over time, as if
they actually harden a little bit. After the more you use them, they harden up a little bit, in the barrel, in the sweet spot. I try to hit off the machine as much as I can with them, and kind of break it in.
Yeah. How about your glove there? What do you got?
Glove, I use a Rawlings. It's a Pro SCM 34-inch glove. I'm actually breaking this one in right now.
Yep.
I don't know, I always liked Rawlings growing up. And then in college, they gave us another companies, but I kind of used my own Rawlings and blacked it out.
Oh, yeah?
And then
so you really do. You were committed at that. Yeah. You like Rawlings.
I think for me, their catcher's mitts are the best. It's quality leather. I like how it breaks in, how deep a pocket it gets, and I'm just comfortable with it.
I'm glad I'm talking to you today, because I've heard this from other catchers that the leather color actually breaks in differently.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed anything like that?
Yeah, I use Pro Preferred leather, which they're all Pro Preferred, and there's Heart of the Hide. They definitely break in a little different, and I think the Pro Preferred has an extra treatment or something to it, or maybe it's one of the other ways. But it's just, I think it's quality leather, and one glove will get me through the majority of the season.
Yeah. I was going to ask you. That was going to be my next question. With all these guys throwing gas, do you find yourself using more than one glove?
Yeah, I usually have two that are for sure game ready. Usually working on third or fourth. This is actually the third one I'm working on this year. Just started playing catch with it. Still pretty stiff, but it's not like a rock anymore.
Under the glove, I've seen catchers figure out ways to alleviate those two-seam 98, thumb type of impacts.
Yeah, I have a little plastic piece that I wear.
Yeah.
It's probably, I don't know where it is actually.
It's like a hard plastic?
Yeah, it's like a hard plastic. It slides over my thumb, and it keeps, if you catch it on the thumb, it keeps your thumb from bending back, and that's happened before, and that's painful.
Oh my God! Yeah, you guys are warriors back there, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what gear do you wear?
I wear Nike gear.
What do you think about the Nike gear?
I like it. It's comfortable. It's lightweight. It's good stuff.
They get the job done. Do they make any adjustments for you? Do they, if you have something you need from them, are they gonna?
I work well with them. They're always asking for our thoughts as pro guys, that where might you need a little more protection, where do you not, what can we improve upon for the product. So I've been kind of giving feedback for stuff they're working on the next couple of years that'll come out.
Cool.
How
about the helmet? Is the helmet
the helmet? Yeah, the helmet's just a team helmet, but I use a Force 3 mask.
Oh, you use a Force 3?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Springs and stuff on it.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I like it.
Yeah.
I actually got hit in the face yesterday.
Did you?
For the first time this spring, and it hit, and definitely was way less.
Did you
force hitting my head?
Yeah, you could tell, huh?
Yeah, I could tell.
I mean, that's just like one of for me. I follow gear, like that's my job.
Yeah.
That's one of the most exciting that I've seen for baseball.
It's a good product. It's a good product. You know, the older mask, you get hit in the face, you're concussed, you're out for a week or two. Where this, you know, you hit right in the face, right in the teeth, and you know you can stay in the game and not miss any time.
That's so good. That's so awesome, and I'm just happy for every catcher coming up after that, because it's just like, you know, kids, parents have to think about that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you'll see more guys going to the Force 3, or even, you know, other companies creating their own more protective face masks.
How about your cleats? I'm sorry, we didn't touch on the cleats yet, did we?
Yeah, I use Nikes. You know, Nike's Hirachi or Alpha Hirachi, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Initials on the back, but yeah, it's my gamers from last year that are still in pretty good shape.
And metals, not.
Yeah, I use metals.
Not.
I use the molds for practice, pre-game, but in the game, metal. It's easier on the bases in metal for me.
On the bases, even, but it's not. It's not more of like a pounding, like day to day getting
not
up
really.
and down.
I mean, all the companies make pretty good shoes now where their soles, you don't really feel the metal spikes in your feet.
Sweet. All right, so I think we got all the gear. I have maybe a fan question for you from John David Muse.
Okay.
Pre-game superstitions.
I don't know. I don't really have any superstitions. I mean, I definitely have a routine.
Yeah.
You know, where I get dressed at, you know, I shower, get dressed at a certain time.
Yeah.
Get a few swings in the cage, and then, you know, make my way out to the bullpen to kind of go through my stretch routine and get ready for that pitcher in the bullpen.
Is there anybody on the Dodgers that has like has a superstition that's pretty out there?
Probably 80% of the guys have some sort of superstition. You know, I think it's more just it's a comfortable thing. It's a routine than a superstition, where, you know, I'm sure there's some guys, you know, wearing the same socks or you know, eating the same food for whatever reason. But yeah, me, I kind of try to mix it up a little bit, where, you know, if it doesn't happen that day, like, I'm not, you know, totally mentally out of it for that game.